haven't seen that in like a week.
4 days.
Right, but why would I need his numbers? All I'm asking.
People come to take stuff, we can just say, hey, not until you talk to evidence.
What are they gonna
Write
say?
down where it's going, who the contact.
We don't need to get, no one needs to take anything. I know, but that's because we're not supposed to.
So what do you think the news are here for tonight? Watch us get arrested?
Well, I'm not sure if that's what they're here for, but I guess...
They look like they're going to talk to somebody.
Yeah, that's why I think everybody who's volunteered to be either cited or arrested has a tag that says press, like Occupy Tulsa Press.
Yeah.
So the press can identify them and have a conversation with them beforehand.
Well,
I mean, the press release that the Occupy movement released earlier yesterday definitely did its job of keeping people informed. I mean, you remember the surveillance van over there is still there.
yeah.
I mean, hasn't been there every day of the week, so they're definitely in the know that something is up. We haven't ever had like 2 cop cars show up at the same time and actually just light a siren for like 5 seconds. I mean, we'd like to think that they did that in solidarity, saying that they're with us, but they're probably there for intimidation. They're just, if they think that we're this slow to actually be intimidated by childish play, then they really don't know what's going on.
No, it's like the original.
So how long do you think we're going to be out here?
Man, after I saw that everybody was here and solid and holding a freaking GA while the tornado was still going hard and the rain was still going like was non-stop, I have faith that people are not backing down because of anything other than achieving something that they can feel is right. I mean, yes, I know that the battles with City Council over the curfew have been distracting everybody, but that doesn't mean that the main idea, the main issue, what Occupy Tulsa and Occupy Wall Street has been all about, our laws are forgone. I mean, people here are mostly to see the arrest, but we're still holding signs that are talking about the true purpose, the fact that the corruption of the corporate money in the government is still what is the true evil that the people are feeling is the greatest danger.
Have you been to one of the city council meetings?
Yes, sir, I've been to both.
Were you a speaker there?
No, I chose not to be a speaker because, I mean, sometimes in the beginning you'd like to observe, see how things are going, just to see like what kind of cards city council are going to play. I mean, if they're all they're trying to do is, take as much time as possible and, prolong the whole thing so until we get bored, but that's what they don't understand. We're not playing a game here. This is not a 2-week-old movement like they think the occupation has been. This has been building for 35 years.
I've seen posts about events planned like up until like January 20th. Are you going to be out here in the snow during that time too?
Oh yeah, I mean, gotta be here in the snow, gotta be here for next May, if that's what it takes. And I'm not speaking for myself alone.
I think the tents would be better. Well, of course, it would make it a little more easier on us, but I don't see us leaving because of the blizzards and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that's Oklahoma weather. You gotta understand that it can get harsh, but we're not newbies to it.
Yeah.
We know what to expect, and we know how to prepare for it. If it's not the tents, we've got the parking lot, we can sleep in our cars, but the tents are staying if we get the curfew issue resolved. But the issue with City Council is not over yet.
What do you think will happen, like, once we do get a permit? Will that...
I think if some of you who are watching here, or if you actually were here the first 4 days of the occupation before the curfew was enforced, the organization and the logistics and the outreach was just amazing. We had the People's Library over here with books being flooded because the actual Occupy movement, in my opinion at least, is more about raising awareness and educating the public that there is something wrong, that you should be aware of, because if nothing is done about it right now, it's only going to get worse. So I think it's going to go back to give us the freedom of expressing why we're here. And I know that a lot of the public issue is like how that the issue is not defined. We don't know what's the clear cut. We don't know your demands. Not everything has to have demands. We're not a political party. We have people from all political affiliations, from all spiritual affiliations, from all religious affiliations. But we have the commonality of the similar struggle that the social, that society is suffering at the hand of a few, and the government is not capable enough to rule in favor of the public because they are being controlled by the corporate money. And that does not affect just me or just you. It affects everybody who is not in power. Even some of the people who are in power, or some of the rich people, they don't have that sense of safety that their money could be lost in a matter of seconds just because some insane bill is being passed, even though most of the public are against it. So if you're not feeling safe about how you are, even if you are doing well at the moment, if you do not know what tomorrow is going to bring for you, and I know that nobody does for sure, but at least if you're going through your life doing the right things and still getting the short end of the stick, not for a fault of your own, there's something wrong.
Mic check.
Right?
Mic check.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you
Have access
to
to Twitter
or
or Facebook,
please pull out
your phone
and start
tweeting
slash
Facebooking to get
as many people
out here
as possible.
as soon as possible. Thank you.